Good afternoon, family. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and today we've got some great news as soon as I get this light out of my face. All right, now let's get to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you were interested in the Age of the Primes Autobot 3-pack, that would be Mirage, Ironhide, and Blue Streak, they are now up for pre-order for $89.99. Yes, you've heard right, 3 figures for $90. That's $33 a piece for Mirage, Ironhide, and Blue Streak. If you want those, if you missed out on the Earth mode vehicles, the new retools and the blue windows, today's your day. Now, also, if you were looking for the Age of the Primes, Voyager class, Sentinel Prime, and the Artifact Gold Medallion, that is also up for pre-order. They said at first that they weren't sure if it was going to show in the United States, which would be stupid, but yes, today, 24 hours later, it has shown up. Now, I'm looking at this on Big Bad Toy Store. So yeah, Big Bad Toy Store has that listed at $67.99, and you get a Tarn retool of an Autobot Sentinel Prime. You also get the disc that holds all of the 13 Primes. I gotta get used to this. All of the 13 Primes, weapons and everything, so that they can fight this glorious guy right here. So, also, wait. Now, Onslaught is still up for pre-order, still with a date of August. Someone else in the comments. Now, I know Demon Seth, I know you know for a fact that it's coming out in August. I get it. But at the same time, a lot of people are saying usually when certain reviewers start showing it and more people start popping up with it, even when they show the box, that we could be looking at a late July as far as, which is still August. I mean, basically, late July is August to me anyway. But he is still up for pre-order. Still no sign of swindle. Still no signs of swindle whatsoever. I don't know what's going on, why we haven't seen Swindle or the new Vector. I'm assuming we'll see Vector probably before the weekend is over with. They said the other day it was going to be shown off since they showed the disc and his weapon, showing that he will be in his gold colors, in his Galaxy colors. But either way, who knows? We will find out shortly and eventually. Also, now Lege Maximo is again back up for pre-order, even though now he popped up everywhere. I got mine from Walmart, literally like everybody else, Target and Walmart, along with Nexus. Apparently, Big Bad Toy Store has sold out just that fast. And I gotta say it again. After playing with him a good bit yesterday and day before yesterday, I do thoroughly like his robot mode. He's almost as, like, if you take Onyx and put him next to it, I don't know how well you can see it right here. Onyx is like that much taller just due to the wings. And his head is actually like a little bit tall. So Onyx is actually the biggest of the primes so far. Lege Maximo, he's great. He looks great. He looks menacing in his robot mode. I did find a secret 14th Prime combination of him and Quintus with 2 little connector pieces from Amalgamous to put together one long green spaceship. If you missed that, go to last night's short. Or, knowing me, I might just run it while this is playing. But anyway, I'm loving the 13 Prime shelf. Because I don't have Vector, I put Jax's up there in his place. And then I threw Rung in, because Rung needs to be up there. And I have Primus right here. He's eventually about to go up there also at some point. And that'll be today's short, showing off that closet. But anyway, now, I know a lot of y'all are wondering if I was going to mention this whole thing about the Transformers game that's supposed to come out in 2026. And I'm gonna tell you this. I learned my lesson a few years ago. It's been a year, I think it's been a year since we heard that Reactivate was canceled. And I was one of the biggest advocates for Reactivate. I just knew it was going to happen. And let me be honest, I didn't think that the game was going to succeed. As soon as they said that it was a bunch of robots that we could be fighting the Legion. I was like, that ain't gonna work. If there's a Transformers game, it's got to be Autobots versus Decepticons and Quintessons and Unicron. That's it. When you start bringing in aliens and Legion hordes from other planets and all this other stuff, you know what I mean? It kind of lowered the bar to the point where it's gone. Well, I don't know how many of y'all watch Random Black Gamer. I don't know. I used to watch him years and years, like before I even started making a channel. But he has said that there is, talk of a game coming. And then all of a sudden, Chris Cox does an interview today saying that they want to invest $1 billion in games. But the way he talked about it, it was more or less about Monopoly and maybe maybe a little Transformers, little G.I. Joe there. But I felt like he mentioned that because he had to. I honestly did. And then it was like, oh, and an unreleased game that we're not going to talk about quite yet. The year's almost over with. So, and then also, what if it's a mobile game? So I don't even want to go down that hole like I did, years ago. I need to see something before I come and tell y'all. I'm not going to do the whole reactivate thing and watch everybody else's videos and then make a video about it to tell you about it only for it not to happen. So when I see something solid, I will let you know. But I tell you what game did come out. Hold on, wait. Before I even get into the whole $6,000 pinball machine game, shout out to my wife. As I always say, and quite often, if I don't say it enough, she is the most awesomest woman in the entire world. Birthday gift. But that's not why. That's not why at all. I mean, that just helps. But I don't know, giving birth to my children might be, one of the greatest ones. And then this. But the point is, she's awesome. She had no problem with this. She understood the assignment. But when it comes to a $6,000 Transformers pinball machine that could possibly fit right, no. And I'm not cool neither with it. I mean, I understand pinball machines are expensive. Shout out to the movie Pinball. We actually watched the Pinball movie like 2 weeks ago after church. It was like a great sleep movie, a great after church nap movie. But you've got 3 different pinball machines made by the Stern Company. One's $6,000, one's $10,000, and then you get the limited edition joint that's like $12,000. I could build a pinball machine for that much. Now, if you watch the trailer, I'm not going to put the trailer on here because I don't want to get copyrighted. Now, Drake tried to copyright me Monday.
Yeah, Drake!
For using 12 seconds of his song.
Yeah, Drake!
Why can't you be cool like Ghostface, Wu-Tang, and everybody else and Stove God that lets me use their music and they like, oh, run it. It's just bringing people to our albums. But nope, no Drake. You will, unless it's a short where I ain't got to worry about it, you will not be on my intro no more. So I'm not doing any copyrights, and I'm not going to show. I mean, I didn't get a strike or nothing like that. They was just like, hey, erase that. And so I had to erase it so that I could get my money. So, but the point is, they showed a trailer. Go to TFW 2005 or T-Formers. You can watch the whole trailer about this pinball machine, these 3 different pinball machines. But I will tell you what looks awesome about them. Megatron can shoot the pinball, the little metal ball, out of his fusion cannon. Soundwave can pop the ball out of his tape cassette chest. And Optimus is a 70-year-old with a dead body inside of a pinball machine who talks to you the entire time. And then when you win, they play like music from the movie and Rodimus. Oh, it's precious. Don't get me wrong, it is precious. And if I didn't have a PS5 and I lived under a rock, but I had an extra $12,000, I would get the pinball machine. But I'm sorry, pinball, I'm an old guy. I started off playing pinball and pool and Street Fighter and Atari and Commodore 64. So my pinball days are now, because of technology, on my PlayStation. I play pinball on the PlayStation. I don't need a quarter. I ain't got to shake the machine. I ain't a line behind me. Whatever. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested if you got an extra $6,000, $10,000, or $12,000 laying around and you want a pinball machine, go! Stearns, I'll pin it in the products. I wish one of y'all would buy that. I won't make a video for 2 months off the commission. But if I'll pin it down in the comments, I mean, down in my on the products page or whatever, where you can get it, and I'll put the link in the description. Hey, you never know. You never know. I thought that this whole affiliate program was just something, you know, you could add on and do. Y'all actually be buying stuff off of my products page. I appreciate it. Good looking out. That's how Lege came. But so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's your buddy 14th Prime. Let me know down in the comments, what do you feel about, first of all, are you pre-ordering any of this stuff? Because they all don't come out till pretty much the final quarter of the year. We're looking at August, September, October, November, December. So last 2 quarters. So yeah, and our last one, Age of the Prime's Commander Class Armada Jetfire is now up for pre-order for $99.99. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get ready to enjoy the rest of this beautiful Wednesday evening, afternoon, evening, whatever. I will be doing a short. As soon as I turn this off, I'm going to spin around over here and record all this for you, put a dope beat to it, and we might be back later or might not. Depends on what pops up. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime.